I wish to extend my sincere appreciation to all the joint works from all UN agencies and government partners in advancing our development priorities, especially in times of the pandemic. Ladies and gentlemen, the pandemic has significantly disrupted the global economy, substantially slowed down economy. Most of productivity sectors and health and social sectors making the achievement of the SDGs and target of the National Medium-Term Development Plan more and more challenging. Indonesia is still struggling with the mutation of the virus, and at the same time, there is a lack of access to vaccines have warned the outbreak rate of COVID-19 would not end soon. But today, I got the information that the new cases now is dropped to 3,779. This is the loss since 16 May. And now this we are preparing for the transition to COVID-19 pandemic after decline in new cases, and we do hope during the transition from pandemic to endemic, let's say like that, the population will be returned to their business and social activities. And of course, these challenges progress drive us to reshape our development priorities and strategies, not only for this year, but also for following year. We have to withstand for various possibilities and challenges. To address these issues for the following year, 2022 Government Annual Work Plan will focus on economic recovery and structural reform acceleration, and marking 2022 as a key year to get rid of the pandemic pressure and strengthening a foundation for supporting economic transformation for medium and long terms. The Indonesia Economic Recovery Policy will address problems faced by business world and domestic industrial sectors that have had most impactful of the pandemic. Indonesia Economic Recovery Plan is built upon structural reform consisting of climate investment, institutional, national health system, social protection system, education and skills sectors reforms, enhancement of research and innovation, human resource development, and expansion of infrastructure development. And we place access to vaccines for everyone, everywhere, as a precondition for resilient recovery. In regard to these reforms, I would like to acknowledge the implementation of the UN Joint Program through the UN COVID-19 Multi-Partner Trust Fund that support Indonesia to scale up inclusive social protection programs to respond to the pandemic, and also the UN Joint Program on Adaptive Social Protection for all in Indonesia to ensure that the most vulnerable groups, including women and children, are protected against adverse socio-economic impact of the crisis. These two UN joint programs have demonstrated how data analysis, technology, and innovation can provide recommendations for government strategies and policies to include vulnerable groups within social protection landscape. I also acknowledge the collaborative works of the UN and Bappenas in establishing the SDGs Financing Hub. We have commitment to make this hub as an important platform to create innovative financing and financing strategies to coordinate and synergize all stakeholders concerning with Indonesia development and to mobilize resources to fill SDG financing gap. The government continues to look forward to working together with the UN family in Indonesia. Our partnership with UN agencies is crucial to resilience recovery. Ladies and gentlemen, aside then the challenge to achieve national economic recovery and resilience immediate attention must be channeled to middle and long-term economic transformation. I will highlight our main national priorities in the medium-term development plan. Number one is strengthening economic resilience, and number two, developing regions to reduce inequality and ensure equity. Number three, development of human resources. Number four, mental revolution and cultural development. Number five, strengthening infrastructure, basic services. Number six, building the environment, disaster resilience, and climate change. And the last one, strengthening the stability of politics, law, and human rights, and transforming public services. SDGs have been embedded in successive medium-term national development plan. Putting and integrating SDGs in the RPDMN expresses Indonesia's commitment to implement the SDGs. And I believe that these main national priorities have been reflected in the United Nations Sustainable Development Cooperation Framework 2021 to 2025. This UNSDCF should be a guidance of the UN Indonesia Development Cooperation for the medium terms 2021 to 2025. We have to be ready in facing the impact of pandemic, climate change, and other incoming challenges which have continued. In positive perspective, these challenges have to be deemed as a good momentum as well to build back better. In this regard, for me, UN Bappenas Forum is a great opportunity for UN agencies, line ministry, private sector, CSOs, academia, and other stakeholders to discuss achievement, future challenges, and opportunities, and to find ways towards resilient recovery. I do believe that collaboration with the UN agencies should contribute to value-added economic recovery and transformation. It is now my pleasure to declare the Bappenas UN Forum 2021 officially open. I hope this forum could give inputs and feedback to support Indonesia development, especially in facing the ongoing pandemic challenges such as vaccine access. We understand that in terms of this issue, there's what you call that one, vaccination gap among the developed countries and developing countries. And to close my remark, I'm delighted to virtually launch the United Nations Sustainable Development Cooperation Framework 2021 to 2025 together with Ibu Valerie Julian. I do hope the UNSDCF would enhance our cooperation for the next 5 years, especially in handling the pandemic impact and achieving our development target. I do thank you.
Thank you, Menteri Suharso, for sharing your keynote speech with us. Let's give a big applause for the launch of UNSDCF 2021-2025, though we cannot present directly in this forum, but hopefully our virtual